What? Why was he getting killed? Thank you. No light. No light.
Right. What? Oh. Hey. Not much. What are you up to? Sounds like fun. Yeah. Did you check with Lish? No. Right, it's a queen. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a twin or a full. I can't remember. Yeah. They're both into Minecraft. I would do both Minecraft honestly, because whoever doesn't get Minecraft is gonna be sad. Well, Travis is more into Mario than Nolan is. Yeah. I probably would. Yeah. No, I would do different. I think if you see different ones, yeah. Okay. I guess you probably don't need to. I just get it. You're right. They've had those for a long time now. So yeah, that's okay. It'll be fine. Just hanging out at home. The kids just got off to school. I got to clean up the house and do some laundry and stuff, some of that stuff. So, um, yeah, today. Nope. Nope. I don't got anything. See it. Yep. Yep. I mean, I didn't feel comfortable with it. two-hander. One of the best songs ever made, this one. I need more coffee. So last night I farmed some keys. I think I got like 220 keys. And I read some of the Diablo Immortal updates and watched some videos. Thought it looked pretty good. I was trying to follow their description of the monetization of Diablo Immortal. I think it could have been worse and it could be better. Banging tunes, yep. Yeah, I read through it. Apparently, if you download this Amazon app, it works with Twitch. It's quote legal, as long as I have a Prime, which I do. So yeah, I don't really care about posting videos and shit. So. But the Diablo Immortal monetization could have been worse, could be better. It in my book, it's pay to win. I mean, you're not paying for exact piece of gear, but basically, a big part of the game is going to be re-rolling your gear and using mats and shit. Well, basically, you can buy mats in a nutshell. Like, there's a little more to it than that, but that's basically it. So, I don't know. I hope it's not set in stone and they receive enough negative feedback to where they make an adjustment. But honestly, I think they're pretending to be after the core Diablo crowd, but I don't think they really are. I think they're after mobile people and people who may have, I've heard of Diablo before, and then they play and then they start buying. I think that's who they're after. They don't care about the Diablo community when it comes to Diablo Immortal. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And which is good, which is okay. Because I think internally they probably knew that, like, well, shit, we better give them Diablo 4 just to offset. And hopefully that's what that is. So I'll take a pay to win Diablo Immortal in exchange for an awesome Diablo 4, right? I'll take that. I probably should be farming GR110s with my cold version for better Paragon progress. But this is just so much more fun. I did get this yesterday. Look at this. This is the COE I was using. And I got this. Here you can see the difference. I haven't augmented it yet, so it'll end up being about 3% more damage. Resist is the same, and then another 5% on the passive, so some extra damage there. I lose a life per hit, but it's okay. So now what we're hoping for today is a better one of these. I don't know where my one is I used for my set. Where is it? There it is. We need to improve that. If I can improve that, I'll do a push. If I can improve that, I'll do a push. Or obviously, if I can improve my flavor of time, I'll do a push. Either one. If I improve my flavor or the Caesars, I'll do a push. Shit. Come on, I gotta switch songs. Actually, I really like this song too. There's the Caesars. I think I probably have about 1 in 200 chance to improve the current one I have every time I get one here. Ish. So, tough. I love this lightning GR farming build. It's relaxing, don't have to think. Sorry if my mic's a little far away, I didn't even realize it. It might be better. My fastest speed with this build is 1 minute and 28 seconds. On a, it was either a GR 101 or 102, I can't remember, but virtually the same. I put on my ring. I didn't swip on my ring. Look at that. I was showing the convention of elements. I completely messed up my ring. Oh well. We'll get through it. I knew it felt a little bit off. I could feel the difference just a little bit. It won't matter. We'll get a shrine here and it'll... It's probably better that Diablo Immortal is pay to win, because if it wasn't, and it was a really good game, I don't know. That would just eat more of my time than this already does. The wife would probably get pissed. You know how the story goes. Yeah. Where's my pylon? Give me a pylon so I can end this run. Fix my gear. Oh! I almost died there. Fuck. Be a pylon right here, right? Yep, there it is. Oh. Oh, he's Juggernaut. I was wondering what was taking him so long. Power pylon. Watch this guy burst down. Love it. Love it. Alright, I'll fix my my shit here. I forgot to say good morning to my clan. Little slow, little bit. Oh, that's a good song. Speed lightning, equip that. There we go. There we go. I don't want this. Damn it, every time I click over to that. Sorry. Wish I had a couple awesome necros in our clan. I could run my Z DPS set with them and just tear up some like GR120s. It's a little risky to play with others in hardcore because you could lag out, more likely to lag out, right? But if I have my Z DPS set on, I don't really care so much, right? Doesn't matter if I die. Alright. But if you guys want a nice summary, it's a 30-minute summary of Diablo 4. Riker did a nice summary of it. It's on YouTube. He posted it yesterday. Obviously, Riker always does nice reviews. It was well done. I really need to level some more gems. Yesterday I spent a lot of time just trying to play around with different variations of builds, farming builds, pushing builds. I blew, I think, 2 or 3 augments to really try to see. So nothing really worked. This lightning build I was able to tweak a little bit better. Nothing else really worked. But I'd like to get like 10 120 gems for backup in case I die. That's what I really need. So lots of farming. If I can upgrade the bracer or necklace, I'll push. I'll try some pushes. If not, probably get to 2100 Paragon and then push. Excuse me. I need to get more coffee after this. Be right back. I'll get some coffee. Coffee. You gotta get coffee. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think coffee and wine are the two best things in the world. Coffee and wine. Someone let me know if the sound is bad. Like if the music's too loud or soft compared to the game volume. Like since I'm farming, I have the game volume down a little bit. I guess I could push it up a little bit. But I don't know how it sounds on your all's end. I don't know, right there maybe. Oh, it's too hot. Gotta wait. Oh. Excuse me. I mean, I guess it could be a backup in case I died with my farm set on. I mean, I already have that one. We'll replace that. Okay. More farm. More farm. If I hadn't said it, I love this GR Lightning farm build. So fast. Alright, this song's overplayed. Next song. Nope. Nope. Okay. Man, where's my first pylon? Shit, I hate this map. So this farm build, GR102, is like super fast, no unity with squirts, but I think I just kill stuff so fast they don't even have a chance to hit me. I don't feel squishy ever. Not ever, but you know. And if I stand in some laser beams, okay. But that would be dumb. That was slow. 245? That's slow. That sucks. We gotta be able to beat 245. 128, a minute 28 seconds is our best on a GR 102 with this build. 128. So much about getting this done like super fast is about getting that early pylon. You get that early pylon, you got a shot, but like I've kind of already blown that time right now. There it is. Shit. This will be probably a 240 run. Crappy again. 240 is my guess. I don't know, that's a good pylon right there. Now I would say 230. To 211. That was faster than I thought. That last pylon made a big difference. Still pretty hot, but manageable. See, like, this is a good shot of being fast. 2 really quick elites, get some progress, and then a pylon right there. See, that's... This could be a really fast run. Hopefully this map is long. There's another pylon. Shit. Ah, short map. That sucks. Although I do have a conduit, which is good. Shit. Oh, need another pylon. That sucks. I was looking for one right there. Shielder. Let's see what this time is. I don't have a pylon here for the Rift Guardian, so this cost me 10 seconds. This cost me 10 seconds. Yeah. 207. Two flavors in there. Look at that. 2 flavors are in that. 2 flavors. Come on. Let's see if they're any good. Put them right there. I already have a few of those. One of them's got a socket. That's a good sign. Let's see the no socket one first. Shit. Socket one. Why can't you just add crit to that? So close. Oh. Just like one time add crit there. Oh. He said 10:30. Okay. So I got a buddy of mine who, long-time Blizzard guy. He's big into WoW, but a lot of Diablo. He's going to jump in Discord, and we're going to talk some Diablo 4, or not Diablo 4, Diablo Immortal, the updates that we had. So we'll start that in about 15 minutes. Talk some Diablo Immortal. Let clan know. Let's see. Just double check, make sure my Discord is all set up, ready to go. Yup. Okay. Oh, I have a text. I should read my text. Thanks for the follow. What is that? Blurst Bucky? Did I say that? Blurst Bucky. That's a different one, huh? I actually think I'm, I was looking at an email the other day. I think I'm 15 followers away from getting like the, oh, what's it called on Twitch? Affiliate. Which, like I appreciate it, but I really have not put a lot of effort into doing that. I just try to play. I just play. But I do appreciate it. Thanks, bud. Yes, I am a longtime Diablo veteran. I've kind of piecemealed this this GR farming build together. Like yesterday, especially, I did a lot of experimenting with push and farm builds, and I have 2 farm builds and then my push build. The push build that I have the #1 clear with, that's still the best. I couldn't find anything better. And then I have this lightning GR farm build I do 102s with, and then I have a cold version I do 110s with. These 102s I clear in about 2 minutes, and then the cold is about 3 to 3:30. This is a little bit more relaxing. It feels a little bit better. So I get too attached to my characters. Last time I lost a hardcore character, I had to stop playing for like a week. Yeah, well, if you want to play hardcore, you got to really take some time and look at your computer, make sure you don't have shit running in the background, nothing that's going to cause you any problems. And if you just do some searching, you'll figure out like what can cause problems. Like I found out, you know how Microsoft has OneDrive? That can cause problems because it's a cloud service, so it's always pinging out to the cloud, and it can mess up your Diablo. And then internet connection, obviously needs stable internet. Those 2 things you gotta do. Yeah, I agree, it's a good tip. I think I'm gonna get back to you. Should get into hardcore. To me, softcore Diablo just gets a little too boring for me. Like, I just don't feel there's no risk in anything that you do, right? Like at the end, it's still about Paragon farming, but in softcore, it's only about Paragon farming. Oh, I already did that. Yeah. I played almost every season, and every other one I play hardcore. What character is your favorite? Monk is by far, yeah, me too. I played Monk since day 1. I think when I looked, maybe 75% of my Diablo 3 playtime overall is Monk, and then the rest splits between Barb, Demon Hunter, and Necro. But Monk is my favorite. It's hard, I think, once you've played a Monk enough, if you go to play another class, farming just feels slow, no matter what, right? It just feels slow compared to a Monk. Yep. You can still do a nice T16 Wave of Light. Monk. I guess I've gotten so used to Tempest Rush playstyle that I just use it across the board, even on my T16s. Like here, after this run, check out my, I'll do one quick T16 run, and you can just see how sick it is. It's like, it's so sick. Yeah, Demon Hunter can move pretty quick. The 4th cube slot really opens up, you know, movement speed, right? You can really get some fast builds going. Like when I get a speed pylon in T16s, it just looks ridiculous. I'll show you. So in order to like empower all my higher GRs, you know, you got to watch your gold. Make sure you don't run out of gold. So my T16 is just, it's basically decked with gold find for that reason. So I'll show that to you here as soon as this is over. Yeah, only the T16 also enjoy using Blessed Shield. Yeah? Yep, Boon of the Hoarder, Gold Wrap, and Avaris, right? The trifecta. That is the way to go. All right, let me show you this. Let me get rid of this gear real quick, and I'll do one run. I don't even know why I keep picking all this up. It's pointless, and I don't need the mats. All right. So this is the build. So I gave up Crimsons. Don't really need it. You just don't need the cooldown and the damage mitigation, or you don't need any of it. So I got obviously Gold Wrap and Avaris. I run Wreath of Lightning. The little damage I guess is a bonus, but mainly for that 25% increased movement speed. Obviously a boon. And then I run a Gizzard, so I have my shield up all the time, so that my Scourge Necklace does the damage. I could replace the Gizzard with something else, but I don't know what else to replace it with. If there was another movement speed, I'd put it in there. And then I'm running Goldskin. Gives me extra... because I'm not running Crimsons, I can squeeze in Goldskin, which is another 100% gold find, which is big. And then these weapons, this gives me more movement speed because of the set, right? For every stack of Sweeping Wind, you get 5% movement speed. So this 10 stacks, that's big for movement speed. And then obviously an Ingium, just basic setups there. And then Lightning, Conviction with movement speed, of course. And then movement speed after I do Dashing Strike. Yeah, I'm enjoying the 4th slot. It really opens things up all around. Definitely allows for more creativity. Alright, so check this out. Let me get rid of this. Hopefully I get an open map. It really shows on an open map. Of course I don't. But you'll get an idea, and you can only imagine like what an open map would look like with this. Especially after you get a pylon. Like, it's looking slow right now, but maybe I'll do a couple runs just so you can see an open map. Like, this is the worst setup here. I haven't gotten like any elites. Okay, here. Give me an open map. Nope. see. There's a channeling pylon. These shit maps. We'll go again after this one. Never hurts to have the keys anyway. Yeah, these are just horrible maps. All these doors and windings and just shit. The best is when you have an open map and a speed pylon. It just looks gross. It's just so sick. Ugh, it's so bad. Oh, I'll show you one other thing I do as well when I'm farming T16. So because of the shadow clones this season, normally you can't squeeze in Kane's set, which gives you the chance for extra GR tokens. Normally you can't squeeze it in, but because you have shadow clones, get all these shards real quick. Because you have shadow clones, they can kill the Rift Guardian. So when you spawn the Rift Guardian, if you have your shadow clones up, throw these on, and you'll get extra tokens. So I do that as well. I mostly play solo and hardcore, yeah, because when you group with people, you have an increased chance of lag, spikes, and all that shit, right? So that's a downside. If I know someone's playing like from North America, I'm more inclined to play. Like there's a couple guys in my clan that have had some safe experiences, no issues, so I'll play with them. But if I got in a really good group and I was doing like ZDPS, I had my ZDPS set on, even if I died, I really wouldn't be risking much because all my augmented gear, it wouldn't be in that build. So it wouldn't be so big of a deal if I died. So I would play that pretty much with anybody, but yeah, solo's a little safer. Like this is a good map, right? Like I haven't even been looking, but look at the progress on this map. It's just so sick. Look at this. Just let's see. I think I have a pylon on, or my shadow clone's up. So I threw that on. Shadow clones kill him, and I got 5 keystones. So I did get a bonus one there, at least one, maybe 2. Put him back on. So anyway, that was a good example right there. You can see it. Don't need that element of surprise in hardcore. Yeah. Exactly. Alright, we're going to throw that lightning set back on. This is the lightning set. So you got squirts, and a gizzard. And then this mantra for more shield, which keeps squirts up. And then it's kind of what you'd expect. This and this. I got movement speed after dashing strike. And then this for movement speed here. I've played around with this slot a lot. And movement speed feels the best from that. Or gotta get that gigabyte internet. Yeah, you don't need like the super big internet. You just need steady internet. Steady is the key. I did so much testing about a year ago to make sure I found the optimal internet setup. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm playing on Wi-Fi. I use the Google Nest, the newest one, and it is phenomenal. I did a lot of research in it. My office is upstairs. And my internet comes from the house, like downstairs, so it would be a really hard and difficult run to hardwire in. So I did a lot of research into Wi-Fi and kind of how it works and what's best. And these new mesh networks, and Google's I think is the best. It's phenomenal. I've never had an issue, and I'm on Wi-Fi, so it can be done on Wi-Fi. I should have a buddy coming into the Discord channel here soon. We're going to start talking some Diablo Immortal because there's a big update yesterday. It was just, I looked at different ways to run the wire. It was just, there's just no easy way. I would have had to pay somebody to have it done, and it probably would have cost me $500 just to run a wire. Someone's time to run that wire. Just didn't think it was worth it. I mean, if the Wi-Fi, if I couldn't find a good Wi-Fi solution, I may have done it, but this has worked out really well. Look at this time on this run, it's pretty good. Look at that, 1 minute and 52 seconds. So my fastest with this run is 1 minute 28. That's kind of what I'm after. 1 minute 28 on a GR102. Sick. Oh, look, can never get a good primal. It's always something that I don't need. When I bought my house, we ran hard lines on both floors. So fortunately we have Cat 5 everywhere. That's nice. That's nice. So my house before this one, we actually built it new with a pretty good sized builder. And when we built it, I had Cat 5 run everywhere in the house, and it came right out in the wall, Cat 5 right into the wall. It was great. But this house I moved into was already built. It was built in like 92, and that was just a little bit ahead of it, the time to where you'd want to do that. So unfortunately, this doesn't have it. Sucks. Oh, it's absolutely worth the investment, especially when you're building a house from scratch. It's like nothing to do it before all the drywall's up and just the studs are in. It's just so, it's easy from that point of view. What are they up to now? It's not even Cat 5. What is it, like Cat 8 or 9? Or I don't know what the difference is. I guess more capable speed, higher, you could run more through it, I guess, but when you think about it, though, like, you really don't need more than 100 megabytes per second in a house. Most people, it's like, after that, it's just kind of overkill. 4G and 5G, yeah. Oh, I procced. See that shit? I wasn't paying attention. So now I just really focus up. Probably, I know there's an exit coming up here. I'll see if there's a shield pylon right here. There's not. I'll get out and see if I can get out right here. See, I had my shield up, so I was able to absorb that. Now, if my epiphany had been down right there when that spike was coming in, I would have stopped my town portal and just been safer. I wouldn't have risked taking that hit. Cool, man. Thanks for popping in today. Yep. Lurk away. Keep it up in the background if you like. There's my pylon. What is that? Conduit. I had to sit out a minute for a proc, and I still got under 3 minutes. Love it. Love it. I can never do a hardcore tune. If I got to where you were and died, I'd probably never play again. Dying on hardcore isn't as bad as you might think. I'll tell you why, or I'll show you why. You just got to kind of prepare ahead of time for the death. You got to get past those first few days. So you can see I got all my backup gear. These are all ancients, all backups. So I got a ton of backup gear. Even if I die, I lose my gear. The biggest thing about dying in hardcore are your augments, right? Because every augment you do, you're leveling the gym really high to 110, 120. So that's kind of what I'm working right now. I have some higher gems. But in a perfect world, I'd like to get 10 120 level gems as a backup. Once I have that, a death doesn't even impact me really. So yeah, it sucks. It always sucks. But there's ways to play pretty safe and avoid it. Especially when you get really good with a class. Like Monk is my best class. If I was playing a different class, I'd probably be more open to die, but my fastest clear with this speed build is a 1 minute 28 second. I'm kind of trying to beat that. And this I freaking procced right there. Gosh dang it. It's not worth the risk, so I'm just gonna wait. That sucks. That would have been the run to beat a 128. I'm not really paying attention. That's my fault. So see, we got the rank 1 clear right now. I think that's been up there for almost a week now. I'm getting close to pushing again to try to do 134, but I really want to upgrade my flavor of time before I do it. Keep proccing so much. What is up with that? Alright. Alright, I wasted my potentially awesome run. Let's see how awesome it would have been. Well, I won't really be able to see because I lost that awesome conduit pylon. Oh, I think I could have beat 128 with this run. Look at all these elite packs that just would have been evaporated by that conduit. Okay, so I got something's off of my build. I procced again. What is? I gotta check my build. I don't have something on right. I can't even look at my skills. I want to see my passives. Ugh. Oh, that's frustrating. I feel like I have one of my passive skills wrong. I might be missing my some resistance. Yeah, that's low. Oh, let's try not to proc again. Jeez. Oh, there's my shield. That'll keep me safe. Yeah, this, I think I would have beat my clear record if I hadn't procced on the conduit. I definitely would have. This would have been a dream GR push map. 3 pylons, conduit. And then a power pylon right there for the boss. This would have been a sweet GR push map setup. Oh, what is that? Let's see if my buddy's still coming. I should change my check a con. Okay. Nope. Let's look at my, let's see. Okay, now, this is what I thought I didn't have, but I do have it. 40% damage. I really don't want to give that up. I just think I'm playing careless. I think that's the only... What's my life at? Life's a little low. Eh. I think I'm just playing careless. I just gotta pay attention a little bit more. Yeah. I want to see if I have a better sweeping wind than my Echoing Fury. Really? I don't have any sweeping winds? Seriously? Serious, Clark? Oh, well, just kidding. The worst part about morning is when you realize that your second cup of coffee is almost done and coffee's done for the day. All right, I'll play a little bit more cautious, maybe. Maybe a good idea. Crush. Hmm. Yeah, where is the Rift Guardian? There he is. Oh, slow. I have no pylon up, that's why. Yuck. This is the worst boss, too. This boss sucks, man. I hate this boss. So my top GR clear right now, about 40 keys ahead of that clear. I had a clear going with like, I had 4 minutes to go in the run. Like I was crushing it. I had it. The only boss that I didn't want to spawn was this one, and I had a really good clear that would have beat my current one. And I got this boss. Very unlucky. Look at this. This guy sucks. Don't need that. Gotta change the music. Minute 28. Let's see if I can beat that minute 28. Not this map, probably. Unless I get an early pylon. It would have had to have been right there. I knew that was going to be right there. It's a power, at least. That's good. Let crush. Oh, this is a fast run. It's not 130 fast, but it's definitely sub 2. Definitely sub 2. Look at all these pylons. Look at this boss evaporate. Watch. Gone. Oh. Minute 43. 143. 15 seconds off my best. I don't need any of this shit, do I? I don't need any of that. Mm-hmm. Barbs died, lost primal gear, gems, etc. Sucks. That sucks. Speed pylon early is always good. Good song. Yeah. Where's the freaking exit? Oh, I see it. We don't need to do that.
Yo. I say yo.
Yo, you there?
Hey. Yo, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you, bud. I don't see your icon blinking at all, like it should when you talk.
Test. You still can't hear me?
Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, now I can. I gotta fix something. One sec. You're coming out through the wrong speaker. One sec. Let's see. I fix.
I'll have to get on calls on occasion today. I don't have anything scheduled, but I know that things will be put on the calendar.
Okay. I need to change it to where you come out of my headphones, not my other speaker. I gotta figure out where to change the sound in Discord.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've done it before. Just go find it. I found it, I think. Output device. There it is. I got it. Okay, I think that's better. Say something.
Hey.
Yes. Okay, good. So what's up? I missed what you said about work and your calls.
I will have, I'm sure, work to do today. I have a ton of work to do, but not a lot of calls. So.
Gotcha.
Holy crap. But when I get invited to calls, I'll need to.
I understand.
Do you have Twitch up? Are you streaming?
I am, but I haven't really done anything to try to get streamers today. Just kind of in here. I was up to 8 at one point, but now there's nobody watching.
There it goes. I'm watching. I gotta mute. I have to mute your stream though.
Yeah.
Somebody told me once that if I mute your stream, it like doesn't count me as a watcher. Is that right?
Oh, I don't know. Mute it, and I'll let you know if the number goes up.
Well, I muted it. It's muted right now.
Yeah, I don't see you being counted.
So if I unmute.
Oh no! Wait. Now you're counted. Yeah.
But if I take it all the way down, it mutes.
Can you take it down to like 1?
Well,
That's interesting.
I just took it down to mute again. So let's see if
The
I
two
was
goes
watching
down.
your stream, because your stream's on like a 10 or 15 second delay from when you and I talk. So
Right.
your stream was showing 1, and then it jumped to 2, probably because I joined. And then I just muted it. So let's see if it drops back down to 1.
It looks like it's good. It would have done it by now, I think.
Yeah, I would have thought so too.
Lish might be coming home for lunch. She's gonna text me, so if she does, I'll probably just stop the stream for the day.
Oh, you won't come back on?
I doubt it.
Okay.
The only downside with streaming is like I can't watch a show or something while I'm playing. Or I can't really do anything else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me turn the music down because I do want to chat with you.
I can't hear your music, so it's
Yeah, I can.
Okay, that's fair.
That's better. Did you see the Diablo Immortal update?
I did not. Where do I go to get that?
Right on your Battle.net browser, if you just hover over Diablo 3, you'll see the update there. There's a 6-minute video update, and then there's some clickable things when you go in. You can read all about it.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to do that. Can you just give me a summary?
I can. Yeah. Well, first thing, I can't believe they let that guy give that 6-minute video update, because that's the guy that said at BlizzCon, doesn't everybody have phones? Like, how could they let that guy do that, you know?
Well, in one sense, it's like, okay, this is your opportunity for redemption by putting you out there, and also by putting them out there, they're saying we believe in this guy, so give him a chance.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he didn't say or do anything to redeem himself. If anything, he was very scripted in what he was saying. He was almost like reading from a card for sure.
Gotcha.
Well, I'll touch on the biggest point of it. They talk about monetization in one of the post updates. And to summarize the monetization, it could have been worse, but it could have been better. You can't exactly buy a piece of gear, right? But from the update, it looks like in terms of items, crafting and like augmenting items is going to be a significant part of the game. Now you can't buy items, so you still got to find them, But to improve them, you're going to need mats and time in the game, etc., all that. Well, you can buy this material that allows you to buy mats. So it's kind of a roundabout way. So if you have 2 players spend 100 hours in the game, but one player spends $100 also and the other one doesn't, the guy who spent the $100 is going to have better gear. There's like 99.9% chance he's going to have a better gear. So, in my opinion, it's still pay to win.
But I guess that's okay for the health of the game, right? Like, you want the game to thrive.
Well, I think their core Diablo community isn't their target audience. Their target audience are people who have phones, like they said. And people, oh, I've heard of Diablo before, you know? And I think that's their audience. But Riker did a great, like some of the big Diablo players got access. They've been playing it under NDA for like 3 or 4 days. Riker did a great review and he put it up on YouTube. It's like 30 minutes long, but you can see like the active gameplay. It probably doesn't translate well. Like if you search in Twitch for Diablo Immortal, like Rax and Terex, he's playing it right now. He's like one of the biggest Diablo streamers. He's playing it right now. It looks okay, but you got to keep in mind he's like moving his phone video to computer, so it can only translate so well. I'm sure it looks a lot better on a phone. But it looks good. I think the gameplay looks good. I like the game decisions in terms of the crafting, and there's dailies, kind of like WoW. The review, it sounds a little bit more like it has a lot more MMO elements. So
It's a good thing, right?
I think so. I think it looks good. I mean, I'm going to play it. I'm hoping maybe they get a little bit of negative feedback on the monetization, and they find another way. Like what Path of Exile does so well. It's free to play. You can play the game fully, and if you don't buy anything, you still have the same. It's the same as people who pay. The people who pay are paying for cosmetics and some quality of life things, like extra stash and things like that. Quality of life. And they make a boatload on that game. They come out with great things to buy. I mean, I've spent $100 in that game.
What is it again? What game?
Path of Exile. It's the other ARPG that it's like the best one that's going right now.
And that's free, right?
Yeah. But I get how a mobile game, people may not be as interested to pay for cosmetics on a mobile phone. Like, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an alpha out right now with selected people and then random people from Australia. That's who has the access right now. And mainly what they're testing is server stability. And then some of the leveling experience, they're getting feedback on that. That's their focus for this alpha test.
So you could set up a VPN, connect your phone to the VPN to Australia, sign up, and get in.
Yeah, could. Potentially. Yeah. I think it's a matter of time before there's a wider beta, probably within the next 3 months, I would say. I think there's a good chance.
Yeah, I mean, the smart thing, too, in my opinion, is to test outside of your target market.
Yeah.
I would assume that that's done as a reason, probably a number of reasons, one of which I would assume is probably...
if they're pissing someone off, better piss off that market than your main one.
Yeah, that's right. And
I didn't think about that. I think you're right.
Yeah. So this guy just undercut on the auction house. We were selling things for $9K. He
Mhm.
undercut it to 6K, and he put up 9 of them. So I just bought him out immediately and relisted. I bought 9 of his items at 6K. So I just bought him out, relisted, and it just said buyer was found. I wonder if they bought both of them. I'm listing them a little at a time in case I get that.
What'd you list them for?
The 9K. So I'll make a couple K off each one.
Have you ever been to that? You know how there's like the dollar store? There's a $5 store up there in Deerfield, off Mason Montgomery. Ever been to that store?
I have not.
We went in there because we had a little wait at a restaurant just to kill some time. Dude, that store is freaking awesome. Like,
Oh, yeah?
it's $5. It's mostly kid stuff. Like, if you want to do some, like I know most people do Christmas shopping online, but if you want to shop for your kids, dude, go there. You could get like each of them 10 things, spend $100, and it's like it's decent stuff.
Maybe I'll head up this weekend just to check it out. Maybe find some stocking stuffers.
Yeah, especially for like kids your kids' age, like they're not gonna know the difference. I'm gonna go up there this weekend also just to get a few things. But
I did the wrong one. Damn it.
Diablo Immortal, when they go out to the world, it's laid out very much like the old, well, how I remember World of Warcraft being, where one zone was level 1 to 10, the next zone was level 10 to 20, etc. It's laid out very much like that.
Okay.
Like it looks like a blend of Diablo 3 in terms of like how it plays, the crafting, although there's more into the crafting than what Diablo 3 has. One of the biggest ways to play Diablo Immortal is you can basically augment your rifts. And there's some randomness to it, and based on what you roll, you have better and better chance of getting better gear. So one thing you can buy are those augments to the rifts. So, I mean, you're not guaranteed something much better, but there's a good chance you're getting something better when you can augment your rift, basically. Now, they also make the statement that anything you can buy, you can also find on your own in the real world. So there is that, which is good.
I'll have to watch the thing.
Yeah.
I think that'll give me a better understanding.
There's rating, like you can go into an instance, like a 4 or 5 minute instance, like WoW has. They have that. That's pretty cool on a mobile phone like that. Like that's pretty cool. Like it really feels like they're trying to build a WoW on a phone using the Diablo franchise. That's what it seems like they're trying to do. Which would be pretty cool, I guess. And there's going to be leaderboards for stuff.
Yeah, I think if they do it right, it'd be great.
I can't remember what I read, but I read something like, you know how in WoW where you can get those tokens and it pays for your game time for the month or whatever,
Yeah.
and then sell them on the auction house. There's going to be, it's not an it is like an auction house, but you can't do items on it, like gear. You have to find gear. But it sounds like basically everything else you may want can be traded on the auction house. But with the auction house, you can't manipulate the price. Like there's some way where it auto puts the price based on supply and demand.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that they really need to address, I think, so they redid the age, and better in a sense that it used to be where if you wanted to post something and you wanted your item to show up first, you had to reduce the price. People would just post typically like 1 copper less.
Yeah.
And you'd have people who wouldn't do that. They would post like a lot less, just significant undercuts anyway. So what they did is they said, now you don't have, there's no reason to undercut. It's last in, first out. So now the war is, okay, is mine showing at the top of the list? Was I the last in? Okay, I'm not. Okay, cancel my auction. Go to my mailbox, pick it up, put it back on. It's still annoying.
That is annoying. And you lose the fee, right, that you paid.
Yeah, but the fee is different based upon the item. Trade goods, like flowers and so forth, those cost a lot.
Okay.
So, generally speaking, people post those for short periods of time because the fee is less. Most
Gotcha.
stuff doesn't cost a lot. What they missed, in my opinion, they missed a concept that doesn't even exist in the game. It exists in other games called like a buy order. So I could post to the auction house a buy order saying, I want 300 of these, and I'll pay X for them.
And as soon as they get posted with X, you automatically get it?
Yeah, well, I think there's different ways you could work it out. Like that could be one, yes, or someone could go pick up the buy order. That means like I'm doing this for you, and no one else could do it.
Almost like a reverse auction house. Like post what
Yes.
you want, and if someone wants to go do the quote bounty,
Yes, that's exactly right.
that's cool. I like that concept.
It'd be awesome, and it's been proposed.
That's a sweet concept.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people who post things that take way too much fine for what they're asking for, it'll just sit there. People won't pick it up.
Yes, that's right.
I like that, dude.
It's a great idea. Well, not my idea, by the way. Anyway, they just need to stop the whole like.
Yeah.
I have to just watch and monitor.
Well, it works out good because you're working from home. At least you have the ability.
Yeah, I'm just switching my setup now. I created on my second account. I created a character on the same realm, and he's going to be in the same guild as like my auction character. So what I'll do is I can be on my main and mail stuff to my second account, and on my second account he can just be standing monitoring.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes a little more sense.
Oh, so what I was saying though about the I almost don't want to call it an auction house for Diablo Immortal, but like that, because it's not quite that. But it gave me the impression that, similar to WoW, like if I'm a very casual player in WoW and I'm just kind of into it, I'm going to have to pay for my monthly subscription, right? But a hardcore player like you get those tokens, you don't have to pay anything, you know? It seems like in Diablo Immortal, there's going to be something similar to where like the hardest of hardcore Diablo Immortal players, they're going to be able to play the game in a way where they won't ever have the need to pay for anything because of the auction house. I was left with that impression, which is smart. If that ends up being the case, then they will appeal to the Diablo community, and those players won't have to pay, and then all the noobs and all the huge, massive casuals will end up paying, and then the hardcores will end up playing the game for free. Like, if they're going for that kind of balance there, like that could end up being really good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was optimistic after I read through it a second time that could be the case. I hope that's the case.
It sounds good. When I get a minute, I'll mute everything and watch the video.
Yeah. I haven't even read everything. There's a lot of information to read as well. I only read about the monetization piece. One thing I did read about the items. Keep in mind, you got to find all the gear still. Well, like, you know how in Diablo there's a passive, you know, like on, like if there's a passive that increases your movement speed after you destroy a wreckable item or whatever. Well, that passive isn't in for legendaries is not going to be specific for one piece of legendary gear. The passives can randomize across different legendary pieces. So you could stack passives if you got it on multiple pieces, which I thought was interesting.
Okay. Mayor made Hershey Kiss peanut butter cookies yesterday.
Ooh, that sounds good.
You know those, like the little
Yeah.
peanut butter cookie? Yeah. Yeah, pretty tasty.
She likes baking, doesn't she? She's a baker.
No,
No?
no, she hates baking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can't like fiddle with it. Like a recipe is a recipe, and there's a reason that measurements are the way they are, etc. Yeah, she hates baking.
Mm.
She does it, but she just doesn't like it. It's not her thing. But she likes making cookies because cookies come in packages, and those are easy.
Plus, who doesn't like to eat cookies?
I know. I'm about to eat some with my second cup of coffee today.
You suck. I hate you.
Feel good.
Bastard. After streaming for a few weeks, like, I could see where it would get old when after you've been streaming for years and years and you do have a following, so you kind of can't stop, but then you can't do anything else. It's just, I could see where it would get rough for some people.
Yeah, I think, especially if you're at a point where it's not sustainable, you have other things that you need to sustain you, like a full-time job or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you reach the point where you would blow up, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing, right?
Yeah.
It would still get like you still need to be the type of person that can do that full
Yeah.
time, all the time.
Yeah, I watch Riker. I follow him for a few years now, and he had quite a following, but as Diablo 3 has aged, so has his following has really dropped off, which is where he tried to expand into a lot of different areas, and now he's really huge on YouTube for not just Diablo, but for ARPGs. He has these great Saturday morning updates he does on the ARPG genre, and it's great. Like, I look forward to that coming out every Saturday. Like, I don't ever have to read or learn or do anything else. I just watch his update. It's 20 minutes long, and I just every Saturday morning I watch it.
I mean, if you want more details, you can go seek them out.
Yeah, if I see that something's really interesting, yeah, absolutely. So, like, that's how I keep up with these other games like Wolcen and Last Epoch. Like, I don't really have to look for it. If there's something significant, it'll be in his update.
Yeah.
I did find a small upgrade to my neck, my Flavor of Time, which is the hardest piece. I think it gives me maybe 5% more damage. And then yeah. And then I also found, which I didn't think I'd be upgrading it, but I did, a Convention of Elements upgrade. That will give me, I haven't augmented it yet, but it'll give me maybe 3% more damage. So, I mean, that's 8% right there over my clear. Plus, I'm about 1,040 or not 1,000, 140 Paragon more than when I did my 133 clear. So I think I'm close to being able to do 134.
When are you gonna push?
Monday or Tuesday next week, I'll probably try.
Why aren't you just constantly pushing?
Well, one, you could die. You don't really get much out of pushing. Like, you get a little bit of Paragon, but there's a lot of wasted time in pushing because you're just burning through keys, right? And you got to farm for keys.
Okay. All right.
Like, you really only get maybe, for every 10 keys, you get one rift that is probably has a shot. And then one out of every...
You finish it anyway? If it's
No.
non-dangerous?
No. So, maybe one out of every 5 rifts that have the good map will have a decent mob type and then a decent pylon setup. 1 out of 5 of those. So now you're talking about a realistic clear. 1 out of 50 keys will be a realistic clear. And then...
So let's say you go in and like 3 of them are too dangerous. You're like, nope, absolutely not. Terrible not to. Why don't you finish the ones, even if you're after time, that are not timeable but not dangerous? Is there no benefit in doing that?
At GR 134, they're all dangerous, no matter what.
Okay.
The risk isn't worth the reward.
I see that. That's the way. That's right there. The risk isn't worth the reward. That's what I think I'm lacking. I don't think I understand why. Because don't you just continue to upgrade your gems?
Yeah.
That's your reward, but you're saying it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it. I got 13 pieces equipped, each with 115, 120 mint augments.
Okay, I see.
To get a gem level to 120 takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, just one. So if I lose all my gear, that's like 25 hours gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So see, like when I said my next push will be Monday or Tuesday, right now I have about 200 GR tokens. So I'm just farming GRs, trying to upgrade gems. So I have a full backup set of gems. That's what I'm going for. So that way, when I push Monday or Tuesday, if I die, it won't be as bad because I'll be close to where I was. It's also a little dependent on that second place guy. Like, if he beats me, obviously I'm going to get the itch to push. But he's still playing. His monk is still alive. His Paragon's at 1950. I mean, so he's right there.
Where are you now?
I'm at a GR 133, but I only cleared it with like... Oh, I'm at 2025.
So you passed it.
Yeah. But we're close. I mean, 75 difference. It's close.
Negligible. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does each point take to get?
Right now it feels like it's maybe 6 or 7 minutes.
It's not bad.
I started today with 2010. I really would have liked to have got 2050, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, but that guy who's right behind me, he's still alive. He's got his monk. He's not playing any other class. And look, when you click on the leaderboard, you can right-click and do a send message. Well, it'll be grayed out if they're not online. So I can see if he's online or not, and he's been online a decent amount. So, I mean, he's still going and still pushing. It's not like he's stopped the game or he's died. At least I don't think he's died. I guess I wouldn't know necessarily. But I've had the number 1 clear now for about a week.
Why don't you just friend them and then just start chatting it up with them?
I could, I guess. I could.
I mean, I say that and I'm hypocritical because I'm in auction house battles with at least 2 other guys.
Yeah, you're going to friend them and chat it up?
There's a third guy's just an app. I'm trying to figure out what his motives are because he came in and he has, I don't want to say ruined some markets, but like these pieces, I think I told you this. Yeah, I did tell you this. These pieces were listed. Like you couldn't even use them until, actually you can't even use them till next week. And until this week. And they were listed for 80K a piece. And we had kind of a gentleman's agreement, me and these other guys, that we just weren't undercutting. We would cancel scan, put it back up in case someone wanted to buy it preemptively. But we were making 55, 60K off of each one.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy just comes in and he's like, nah, fuck you guys. I'm willing to take 10K. I'll just post it at 25K. Well, here's the thing. Like, and he posted like 5 or 6 of them. So it's like, all right, you have to estimate how deep is his stock. So you have a lot of them because option 1 is to buy them out, relist them. But it's a slow-moving object that isn't going to be used until next week. So that means, like, it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to unload them for next week. And even next week, really the only people who are going to grab this item are the people who are pushing high-end content. So demand is low. So I have to be able to.
Well, and if you buy him too early, he has all that time to just go do more. And then when the market does hit, he just puts them up and does it again.
That's exactly right. So I took a risk on the lower items. He had done the same thing. We were selling them for like 15K, and he posted them, or we were selling them for like 12K. He posted them 6, half the price. And I thought, okay, I think he's unloading the rest of his stock because he just doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because, like, next week people will not buy the lower version; they'll buy the new.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to buy out these 6 or 8 of this lower stock at 6 because I think you'll have people who are behind the curve that can't afford the 25K for the newer version that will be able to afford the 12K. So, and I've been flipping those fairly.
Gotcha.
I think I've gone through most of them. I think I have like 3 or 4 left. So I made a little bit of gold off that. I'm starting to get more comfortable with flipping, and I think that's where I'm going to see my gold really start to come in. Because farming, you can only make so much per hour, even fishing, etc. Like by generating these items and selling them, or by generating the items and then crafting something that uses them that makes even more of a profit. Like you're limited by whatever you can farm.
Right.
But if you know your markets on the AH and you know when you can flip them, well then, a great example is like. Everybody plays on Saturday and Sunday, so if everybody's trying to make gold and you have casuals who are doing farming and selling their herbs, well, buy all your herbs on Saturday night, Sunday night after they've posted them and gone to bed. Craft and then look at the raid times for the guilds on your server and say, okay, I see their major raid days are like.
That's what I used to do on Alchemy. I would do Flask on that raid time. I remember that.
Yeah, but you can take that to the nth degree by purchasing the materials and not farming yourself at times when the materials are very low. And there are a ton of tools that help you to identify what times.
So basically, their only option if they want to have the item when they're raid is to buy it from you because they can't even make it. They can't do anything.
Essentially, you can totally corner markets. Yeah, I've reset markets, done that a couple times to very limited success. But like when you look at something like right now to craft the legendary pants, you need this special kind of cloth. Well, cloth is in a really limited supply, and it's not. The special cloth is not easy to farm. So what you end up with is this resource that is like, it's the critical component to moving to newer levels and getting higher gear, but it's hard to farm. So it's like, okay, I see 1,000 of these on the auction house. If I'm going to buy out 1,000 at 150 gold a piece, that's 150,000. So then what can I reset the market to? So you have to think like, what's the sale rate on these? How often are they going to get sold? Can I flip enough? It's the same sort of concept. Like, can I flip enough of these at the higher rate at the higher amount before I start to be undercut again and it comes back down, so that I can make my money back and a profit margin that is worth the risk. And so I've done that a couple times to this particular cloth, but now they've like doubled in price, and I don't want to say I can barely afford it. It's just like the risk is really high.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm really enjoying it though, man. It's so much fun, this market stuff. Starting to get a healthy respect for some people who like make it a hobby to like monitor Facebook Marketplace or things like that. For items that people don't really recognize what the market is for them, or like don't recognize what item they have. Take advantage of that to buy it and reason.
I need 5 minutes. I gotta call this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Oh, I'm back.
Our guy working here on our shower in the basement has wrapped up all the tile work now. Looks really good. Did a great job.
So is that it? Is it completely done?
We need. Hey, hold on, Pat. Pat's calling. Give me a second.
Mm. Mm. One more quick run, then I'm gonna have to call the stream for the day. Wife's coming home for lunch. All right, that's gonna be it for me. I might be back on in a couple hours. 50-50. Gonna have lunch with the wife. Cheers.